I remember, when I was doing my debut World Championship race in Ireland, and it was 2014. And I tried to look for a solution. There wasn't any, so I figured, okay, during off season, I made this very aesthetically beautiful wood booster.
Hello there, it's Nitro Nights time again. After a short breather, I'm finally back for you guys. As you can hardly tell, today we're talking all about sim rigs. So if you want to know the origin of this little gem over here, stay tuned to find out. But first, quick reminder for you guys to subscribe to our channel. And if you like what you see, make sure to also hit that like button to get even more esports racing content. From setup to fine-tuning to the very first P1, there's almost no better feeling than finally getting into your very own sim rig. And 40% of you guys even built their own rigs, respect for that. But the majority still prefers to buy one. For this reason, we've grabbed Olli Pahkala as today's guest, professional esports racer, founder of the Finnish Sim Racing Association, and sim rig entrepreneur with his company OverPower. Overtake featuring OverPower seems quite fitting to me.
Olli Pahkala describes what he likes in 3 words: vodka, potatoes and sausages. The latter two with a lot of ketchup on them. This is probably where he gets his energy from, to manage Team Redline, drive races himself, found the Finnish Sim Racing Association, be the chairman of the International Sim Racing Federation, and even build up his own company. All this at the age of only 31. Right now, he's best known for building sim racing rigs that differ a bit from the norm. Perhaps not as much as from the first iteration back in 2015, but they still bring a splash of color to racing rooms all over the world. Between the aptly called Wood Boost and the real deal you can buy with your hard-earned cash, a bit of R&D was necessary, 4 years to be precise, in which he involved his cousin Jouni Artola in 2017 to take the Wood Boost and turn it into something for the masses. It finally made its debut in 2019 at the Finnish World Rally Championship race. To really round out the aspect of family business, his father Risko Pahkala even presents OverPower to the world of business. So, OverPower isn't just Olli, and Olli himself is so much more than just OverPower.
Well, that's what I would call an all-rounder, isn't he? I'm definitely stoked to find out more about him. He is now joining us live from Rovaniemi in northern Finland, which is, by the way, considered to be the official home of Santa Claus. Man, this is getting better and better. Welcome to the show, Olli Pahkala.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me.
Olli, the most important question first. How did it come that Mika Häkkinen gave you the nickname E-Flying Finn? What's the story about it?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. That's a pretty cool moment from my career. I mean, it was I think it was 2018, and we had the first F1 Esports Pro draft, right? And pick number 7, McLaren Shadow. And it was, at the time when I was doing these dance moves and beautiful mustache and everything, and I figure, I think Mika can't say for sure why he did it. We need to call Mika and ask, obviously, but I think McLaren is a big family, huge family, and I was with them a couple of years, get to know Orlando and was at the factory and all that kind of stuff, So I think that was a way of a fellow McLaren to say to a fellow McLaren that, hi, welcome aboard and let's do this thing. And that was a cool moment.
Yeah, and definitely an honor, I would say too, right?
Yeah. I mean, Mika is a person who I lived up with, kind of like from the youth. When I was a little kid, I was doing go-karts, and with my family, we were always watching Mika racing and winning these world championships. And I remember actually when I was when I think it was 98 in Suzuka. I mean, we stayed up all night, and me and Joni were watching with this. I mean, I was like 6 years old or whatever. We had this fake champagne and drinking and partying. So I mean, there's a lot of cool stories behind it. So everything came together that day then.
Oh, wow. What inspired you to launch a company that specializes in manufacturing sim rigs?
I mean, a lot of it comes from my own experience. When you do professional level sim racing, you always you are on a tense level and try to perform at your best. And I remember, when I was doing my debut World Championship race in Ireland, and it was 2014. And throughout the season, I figured that, okay, no, I have a little backache, and this wheel is wobbling here or there. And I tried to look for a solution, especially on a formula style rig. I'm a huge fan of F1, and there wasn't any. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna let's try to do my own. And during off season, I made this very aesthetically beautiful wood booster, I call it, and won some more medals with it. And yeah, essentially it's everything comes out of a need, and I wanted to fulfill a need for myself, and then it kind of became a thing, and now we're offering it for everybody. We felt like, this could be something, and then we pursued it. Here we are.
Yeah, and then OverPower was born. Do you still have the first one?
Yeah, it's up there, hidden. It's not, like I said, it's not aesthetically the most beautiful, but I will actually. I was planning on next week putting it right in front of the main door. That's like, welcome to
Yeah.
the land of OP Bowses. You need to have it. I think you need to have it like reminding on where do you come from, right?
Yes, so true. That's so true.
Just like I'm having coffee with Santa every now and then. He's a good friend of mine. You need to be kind to me and maybe get more presents this Christmas.
So OverPower is a real family company. Both your father and your cousin are involved in OverPower. So have you always been a sim racing enthusiastic family? You just said at the age of 6 you watched races, so I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, I started go-karting when I was 5 years old, and that was our family thing. Father was our engineer. My brother is 1 year younger than me, so we, at the best times we were traveling more or less the whole year in go-kart races, and me and Atte were racing, and racing part comes from there, and then with obviously Joni as well. Joni was watching the race. He never like actual raced himself, but he's a newborn sim racer. So I forced him kind of like initially he bought a GT Sport and started racing, and now I've been teaching him as well. And so the answer to your question, yeah, we kind of like a racing family.
So what is next for OverPower? What are your future plans for the growth of the company, for example?
They're gonna be the biggest and the best. No, but I mean, obviously, we're just launched our rigs 8 months ago.
Yeah.
So we're relatively fresh on the scene, and there's a lot of big players. But we're hoping that we can answer to the needs of the people in all the segments in sim racing. So whether you be a starting sim racer, or whether you're gonna, whether you're a professional like me. So we wanna offer a lot of rigs all around the world. So we want to be in the US and Australia, Asia, and have rigs compatible for everybody. And the coolest part is that we do all the manufacturing ourselves here in the city of Santa Claus, which makes us pretty efficient on the product development. Let's say I wanna, I have this office desk over there. I wanna have a new one. I'm gonna make a new one. And be flexible on the development. That's our kind of like our thing. I mean, there's this big midsummer festival in Finland and then there's these palyus, like,
Yeah.
the jacuzzi kind of things, but, they boil the water and then you're going to be like a boiled wrapper when you come out of the palio. But, Joni had an idea that, okay, I'm going to do we need to have a cup holders for all the drinks
Yeah.
of the palios. And he got the idea, and 2 hours after he had like 3 of them. Okay, I'm going to give this to my friends and, stuff like that.
That's
So
so
we're
cool.
going to keep, it's kind of nice. And so we keep on developing and evolving and hopefully growing with it all around the world. That's our major plan.
Yeah, that is so cool. So you have this idea, and then just 2 hours later, it's here, it's there in your hands. That's really cool, and I just wish you all the best for the future of your company. Olli, you know what I like best about video calls? You can just sneak into other people's places from all around the world and just. Why don't you give us a little office tour?
Yeah, I think I used some vacuuming earlier, so this might be possible. Let's take a run. That's OP office tour now coming up, everybody. So let's see. I was sitting over here. That's my personal F1 rig. I used to, actually, in the spring, I was racing for Mahindra for Formula E Accelerate series. So this is the thing with the triple screen, basic SimuQ, Hoisingfeld ultis, whatnot, RTX 3090, all this basic stuff. And then obviously we have 8 more rigs at our OP office. So we, like, in couple 20 minutes, like I said, in 20 minutes we're gonna have a little F1 race with my guys. Just go out there and have some sim racing. That's what's all about it, right? And maybe somebody will remember this fan boost a color or a suite, Mahindra suite from Visa Vega Zeros. I actually have this cool, it's right here, legitimate fan booster 3rd prize, and some trees and whatnot. And then quickly, walking through here, that's my childhood friend Tommy there. I'm waiting to get started, and there's a sneak peek at our production facility. It's not too fancy or anything, but it's hard work. That's our actually a base CNC and stuff. That's our core right there. Other than that, that's our office tour. Then there are some 3D printers and rigs here, there, everywhere, and stuff like that. But this is the main thing.
Olli, thank you so much for this tour, and also thank you so much for being here in this show. It was a real pleasure talking to you. Is there anything you want to say, or say hello to someone? Here's your chance.
Hello, Mama, and thank you everybody there at Overtake GG. You're doing a flawless work out there. Kudos, excellent. And for all sim racers, keep on racing and having fun. Hopefully see you all on track soon.
That's it already for today's Nitro Nights show. As always, I really hope you enjoyed watching. If you have any feedback, just let us know in the comments below. And if you would like to always stay up to date on everything related to esports racing, go check out our website, overtake.gg. News, articles, columns, tutorials, and event coverage. What more could you ask for? Until next time, stay safe and, of course, buckle up. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. If you want to learn more about the best wheels and pedals for beginners, check out our latest tutorial with content creator Random Call Sign. Or have a closer look at the huge race room update. Enjoy watching and see you next time.